Hi there, this is Analytical Check. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go through an article really quick. Alright, so there's this town that is proof that Trump's wall can work. And I found this article a while back. It's from January. And I actually had tried to record it, and then I never ended up finishing. So I'm just going to record the whole thing from scratch. And it's Border Patrol. It's El Paso, Texas area. So when charges of racism and xenophobia fail, Democrats' fallback argument against Trump's wall is, it won't work. Why waste billions building it? Oh, but tell that to the residents of El Paso. So, federal data shows that a far less imposing wall than the one Trump envisioned. So, okay, they'll give them that. They'll give the Democrats that Trump is. I mean, I think also he's just partly trying to be funny. Like, they'll say something smart-ass to him, and they'll be like, oh yeah, what do you say to that? He'll be like, the wall just got 10 feet taller. Which is hilarious. I don't think he really means it like that. I mean, come on. You know? Do they really think that? Because I don't think we really think that. A 2-story corrugated metal fence, first erected under the Bush administration. So it curtailed illegal border crossings and crime. And what we're going to see is that the number of deportable illegal immigrants plummeted by more than 89%. So I think that's in that area. So the project first started in 2006. Notice, 2006. We're talking about still under Bush, because Obama came in 2008. Illegal crossings totaled 122,000 and change. And then they put up this wall, and it shrank to 12,000 and change. So basically it shrank by a multiple of 10, or divisory of 10. I'm not sure how you would put that, but anyway. They hit a new low in 2012, 9,000 and change border crossings that, I mean, I don't know how they calculate this. I mean, if they're illegal, how do you calculate it? I don't know, like maybe cameras or something. Like, oop, that one got through. Oop, that one got through. Tick, 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 tick. Click the ticker. I don't know. But they're still well below pre-fence levels. So, you know, I mean, this is like 9,000 and change a year as opposed to 122,000 and change. So, yeah, big freaking difference. So, and then they said it was up to a total of 25,000 and change last year. So, that's still, like, really low. Crime reduced. Human trafficking reduced. And this was originally considered one of the most dangerous places in the world. A lot of drug cartel violence. So El Paso went from being horribly crime ridden to actually being a safe large, one of the safest large cities. Before 2010, federal data shows the border city was mired in violent crime and drug smuggling, thanks in part to illicit activities spilling over from the Mexican side. Once the fence went on, it all went down. So we're gonna skip down. So, okay, here, drug smuggling along that border entry point has fallen dramatically. In fact, since the fence was completed, the volume of marijuana and cocaine coming through El Paso and seized by border agents has been cut in half. Tell me again that border wall doesn't work? Yeah, that's what I thought. Trump, build that wall. The year before the wall was fully built in 2010, the volume of illegal drugs confiscated by the feds along the border hit 87,000 and change pounds. But the year after, it was 43,000 and change. So, half, less than half, around half, roughly. And it dropped even further to 34,000 and change. So, now Trump plans to build a possibly larger deterrent. Nice, nice. Build that wall. We want that wall. The existing fence along the El Paso sector, which is made up of a combination of corrugated steel and metal meshing. I'm not a fan of the metal meshing because that's that stuff that like a chain-like fence type thing that people can generally climb. So even if it towers 21 feet high, like corrugated steel, that's like a flat surface. So that's a little harder to scale. But a metal meshing is like what you think of as like most fences, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what a metal meshing is. So even if it's 21 feet high, that's still... So already hard to climb. It doesn't sound like it's impossible to climb. So let's keep it like a flat surface that they can't climb. The Trump Wall, which will begin construction in El Paso, actually, my understanding is the wall is already being started, and it's being started in San Diego, which, I mean, I think we need to put a wall around California, and I bet my subscribers will agree. Anyway, didn't mean to do that, but it was kind of funny. We'll be even taller and we'll have multiple layers of security. Still, Democratic leaders are adamantly opposed to it. Who's surprised by this? The Democrats, like, they have a permanent stick lodged up their rear end. I mean, they argue the $18 billion wall won't keep out the illegal immigrants and drugs and will only be a massive waste of tax dollars. Oh, you mean like paying for all of the stuff you guys want? Oops. We think, frankly, the building of the wall, it's not justified by either its efficiency or effectiveness. House Minority Whip Representative Steny Hoyer, Democrat from Maryland, said. Even local Democrats are arguing with success. Of course they're arguing, because they're Democrats! Oy vey. That wall in itself is a racist reaction to a racist myth that does not reflect the reality of the country at all. Representative Beto O'Rourke, another Democrat from El Paso, said. No, I've been to I was in the Rio Grande Valley in the 90s. I don't know if it was summer of 95 or summer of 96. I went down there for a trip. We stayed in the Rio Grande Valley and we went over to Mexico and did some humanitarian work. And we were there for like a month, crossing back and forth. And people kind of whispered and they were like, oh yeah, can't get out of the car because it's really crime-ridden here. Like, what? We had no idea. We were a bunch of like wet behind the ears, like good kids from suburbs and rural areas, like, and they were telling us how there was like so much gang violence and, you know, everybody, and then like I would ask other people, like, is this really true? Like, I had no idea that, you know, because it seemed kind of on the surface, like, it's not like you saw the crime. We didn't see anything go down, but, you know. And then later on, I lived in San Antonio, and it was really crime-ridden there. Yeah. The complex that I used to live in. So I looked them up on one of those, I don't know, I Googled them, and I found something that was like, reviews. You know how they have all these review sites now? I think it was the Google reviews, actually. And they were saying, like, oh, yeah, there was a few fires and explosions in the complex in the last few years, apparently. I got out of there in the 2000s, so I've been out of there a while. I think I left there in 2002. And after I left, apparently there were, like, explosions because people were, like, cooking meth in their kitchens. Nice little complex I lived in there. really, supposedly a nice area. I was told it was a nice area, but, yeah. So, anyway, like I said before, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. What do you think? Do you think the wall, do you think that the wall can actually work, or do you think it's a waste of tax dollars? And since you're one of my subscribers or you're on one of my videos, I know what you think. But anyway, talk about it. Let's talk about this wall. Like, have you been to Texas? Have you been to the Rio Grande Valley? Have you been to California? Like, have you seen this stuff firsthand? Have you lived around this? Anyway, thanks for stopping by my channel. I will see you all next time.
People need to be awake, and they need to be they need to be aware. They need to stand up against the stuff. People need to be awake. People need to be awake, and they need to be aware. They need to stand up against the stuff.
And it's so politically engaged.
And it's so politically engaged.